Hello guys, welcome to the Onya's kitchen. Today I'm going to be showing you guys how I make oha soup with a twist. Yes, the twist is that being on a diet that is a low carb and high fat diet called ketogenic diet, I try to modify the meals I make at home to suit my new lifestyle. So I'm making this soup and I'm excluding one very important oha soup ingredient, ede, that is cocoyam. So we'll be making this oha soup together and cocoyam will be absent in our recipe. So you will come with me while I make this soup and you will see how I achieve this. I will also be showing you guys how I make my swallow, that's coconut and tigernut swallow. There are plenty other ketogenic compliant swallows such as eggplant swallow, cabbage swallow, and so on. But before we go into the video proper, I'm going to beg you for one thing. Please hit that red subscribe button by the right of your screen and the notification bell beside it so that you'll be notified every time we post a new video. And if you like this content, please do not forget to give us a big thumbs up. Why don't we go right into this video?
These are the ingredients we need for this meal. We'll have our crayfish, fish, onion, stock cube, salt, uziza seed, fresh pepper, ogiri. We'll have our meat, ora ribs, and the star of this meal, banga, that is Akwu in Igbo language. Yes, my ora leaves are not so fresh, but we are going to make do with it. Full list of the ingredients will be in the description box below. So I've seasoned my meat with 2 stock cubes, some salt and some onion, and I just put on the heat. I'll cover it and allow it to cook for 20-25 minutes until the meat is soft. So my meat is soft. I'm just going to add my fish to the pot, allow it to cook for a minute, then take it down. You'll notice that I don't have a lot of meat stock in the pot. It was deliberate because I'm going to get water from processing the banga. My akwu has been washed and put on heat. I'll leave it to boil for 20-25 minutes. So I'm just going to check on my palm nut. You look at it boiling. Looking at the pot, I already know that it's done, but I'm just going to pierce one nut and look at the fruit, the pulp inside. You look at it and you see that it looks done. I don't know how to explain this, but look at the inside. You see that juicy oil. It's ready. The trick in processing this palm nut is to make sure that you pound it very well so as to get out as much pulp as possible. If it's properly pounded, it will be easy to process, and also you will need very little water while processing it. That is very necessary. So I added a little bit of warm water and I continued pounding. We need as much pulp as possible. This is what is going to make our soup thick, as we do not plan to put cocoyam into this soup. You notice that I just use very little quantity of water to extract as much as I can. We don't need to pour a lot of water, we don't need all that liquid. I go ahead and rinse the palm nut and the chaff again just to get more oil. Our palm nut extract is now on heat. 10 minutes later, this is how my pot is looking. Boiling seriously. Look at that consistency, how thick it is. I'll go ahead now and add my meat, fish and its stock. And then I add my crayfish, my uziza seed. Ogiri goes next. I use the back of my spoon to crush the ogiri just so it will dissolve properly. Pepper, 1 stock cube, and then salt. You remember I've already added stock cube and salt when I boiled the meat. I stir well, then cover my pot and allow to simmer for 10 minutes. I wash my ora with salt water, shred and then add to the pot. My ora does not need heat, so as soon as I put it in my pot, I'll put off the heat and allow the heat in the pot to cook the ora. Our soup is done, my people. Our soup done ready. Look at the thickness of this soup. I'm going to scoop it so that you guys will see. So this is an empty plate I used to make my swallow. We are going to be making our coconut swallow. This is my homemade coconut flour. I measure it into my pot and add a little water. I think this is small. Let me just add a little more flour. More water. And then I put on my heat. I always leave my heat on medium. At this point, my flour is already beginning to boil. I add my binder. This is called psyllium husk. We use it to bind all our swallow. This psyllium husk comes a little bit expensive, but the good thing about it is that a little goes a long way. You see the very little quantity I added to my flour? It's going to bind it perfectly. So I stir just the way you do your normal swallow until it starts binding together. Just look at it, you will notice it now that the meal is already coming together. While making your swallow, always observe your heat. It doesn't need a lot of heat, so when need be, always reduce the heat. My coconut swallow is ready. I'll show you guys how I make tigernut swallow. This is my tigernut in the same pot, and then I've added some water to it. This is exactly the same process that the coconut swallow is made. The only difference is that the flour is different. The first one was coconut flour. This is tigernut flour. And I make all my flours at home. At least I try as much as possible to make them at home. So guys, if you've watched this video to this point and you are not yet subscribed to our channel, please hit that red subscribe button by the right of your screen and the notification bell beside it so that you'll be notified every time we post a new video. And if you like this video, please do not forget to give us a big thumbs up. So my tigernut is ready. Look at the consistency, it's well binded together just like every other swallow. Ndị be anyị, bịanụ ka anyị lie nri. I'm just going to dish a little bit and I'm going to enjoy my coconut swallow and my banga ora soup. So guys, wash your hands and come, let us eat this delicious meal. Thank God for my mother-in-law that provided me with Akwu and oha, and even the ogiri on very short notice. She knows how much I've missed banga. So I'm just going to enjoy this delicious meal. Till we come your way next time. Bye.